Good morning, and today I'm going to take you through power tools I've been using for the last 3 years. I'm going to tell you what's worked for me. I'm going to tell you what hasn't worked for me. I'm covering 3 companies. All these companies are established power tool makers, okay? I'm not criticizing the companies. I am simply stating a fact. This isn't a sponsored video. There's no review. I'm telling facts. This is my experience with this equipment over 3 years, okay? So we'll start off with DeWalt FlexVolt. So you can see here, I've got a few different machines, okay? So out of the FlexVolt range, there's 2 left, I think. So that's this circular saw, that grinder, this planer, multi-tool, torch, radio. They're XR, but FlexVolt batteries fit it, and that was the thing with DeWalt. You could use either battery on these machines, vice versa. This isn't a video about, so I'm not talking about DeWalt XR. It's not in the equation. The only reason I got XR tools is because they didn't make them in FlexVolt. They probably still don't, I don't know. The advert for DeWalt FlexVolt was a guy on a mountain, rain going sideways, with a drill. So I thought, great, that's me. But I was poorly disappointed. The 36 volt chop saw broke down within 6 weeks. You know, virtually brand new. But in fairness, it went back, it got repaired, and it lasted for nearly 2 years. I'm very realistic about the lifespan I'm going to get on my tools. I work virtually 90% in the rain. I don't send things back for a warranty. If it don't work for me, I chuck it. It's just not going to work. So I like to get 2 years out of my saws. I like to get 12 months out of my drills and impact drivers. Batteries, I expect to buy 4 to 6 batteries a year. However, the drills, the FlexVolt drills burnt out really quickly. Impact driver died. But the biggest problem I had with FlexVolt was the batteries. The batteries. You can see I got a tribe of batteries by here. And I think if you sneezed over them, they'd stop working. You know, they were no good in the rain, so it was no good for me. And you know, I got these big 9 amp batteries here. Look at the condition on them. You know, they're virtually new, and they didn't last 2 minutes. So if I did something, if I worked indoors, if I was an internal carpenter, I might be saying a very different story about FlexVolt, but I don't. I work outdoors. I'm a custom deck builder, and I work in the rain majority of the year. FlexVolt wasn't for me. Milwaukee fuel. I got a couple of Milwaukee tools I'll never part with, I've got to be honest with you. Milwaukee as a company has the biggest production line of any tool manufacturer globally. No matter what your trade is, electrician, plumber, carpenter, whatever, they've got a tailored tool for your trade. I mean a power tool. The hand tools are a huge range. Their pack out system is the best tool storage system you can buy. So I'll show you a couple of tools I won't part with. My M18 Fuel first fix framer nail gun. It's an awesome machine. There's no recoil with this. It's boom, 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 boom. It'll hammer out nails as fast as you can move the gun. It's an awesome machine. And this tiny little M12 Fuel circular saw. It's so convenient. I rarely use it, but when I'm doing the fascia on curves, sometimes it's difficult to get that measurement right. I can fold it round, cut it where it is, fix it on. So for detail work, it's really handy. I love the impact wrench, and of course the sawzall, but I've moved on. Palm sander, heat gun, hoover, all great stuff. So what was the problem with Milwaukee? Same thing as DeWalt, and that is the batteries. Not as bad as DeWalt Flex Volt, but they don't like the water, and that's fair enough, you know. It didn't, but I was going through batteries too quickly to justify continue using that range. Next up, Makita. So I rushed the other two videos so I could spend a bit of time on this video. I'm going to cover Makita 40 volt XGT and LXT, because they're still adding to that LXT range, so I just thought I'd show you a few pieces of that as well. Where to begin? So the first thing I got was impact driver and the cordless drill, and I've been very happy with both of them. They've seen out there 12 months, they're fantastic. The 216mm cordless Makita saw, when this arrived, my heart sank. I was absolutely gutted. The first cordless Makita saw Makita brought out was 18 volt LXT Makita saw, and it you know, like, it lasted 2 minutes for me. I mean, if you were cutting laminate or something like that, it'd be fine, but 4x2, it just didn't have the guts I needed to do the job. So then when that arrived, I thought, oh, that's been a bit of a waste of money. But I gotta tell you, how I couldn't be more wrong. So we get jobs where I can't get this big 305mm 36 volt on Insight. Can't get it in there, can't carry it in there, can't use it in there. That little 216mm 40 volt Makita saw is light. It can handle anything. It hasn't failed me. I've built some big decks with it. I've been using it for nearly a year, and I can honestly say if that packed in tomorrow, I would buy another one straight away, because that's how good a machine it is. So if you're looking for something light, accurate, powerful, look no further. They brought out the 260mm version of that now, but I'm going to hold off. I'm happy with my 305mm LXT, and I'm going to hold off to see if they bring out an 80 volt 305mm, and if they do, I'll buy it. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour. I can't go into specifications and things like that because this is just going to be too long. I will at some point show you different features of these tools. So this is basically my mobile table saw for ripping down 9x2, 6x2, whatever comes along. It's an absolute beast. We got a XGT 40 volt cordless plunge saw. This is what I use for cutting all my borders. Again, a beast. Circular saw, use that to cut in my curves. Impact wrench. SDS drill. And I've added to my impact drivers and drills, I like to have a few. Grinder, reciprocating saw. I got a couple of radios with there. When they first launched 40 volt XGT, they were giving, they're cute. They were giving out free batteries as a redemption, but you were only getting one battery in the machine. So, you know, you're basically registering just to get your 2 batteries. And they've changed that now to radios. But how many radios do I need? I mean, I've stopped sending off them now because I think they know people are not going to bother, are they? They only need so many radios or waste the time, but still nice to have something back off them. Yeah, so what really impressed me about XGT, I haven't lost one battery. Not one battery, not one machine has stopped working. And I mean, even, I mean, look, you can see this is an hammering, but even, you know, even the torque settings, everything works on the drills, everything. you know, and there's been days where it's been teeming down, and like I said, there's no sheltering an impact driver or a drill. You're out in the rain and you're constantly using it. You can't stick it in the box, you're constantly using it. And for those to still be working now is incredible, and the battery as well. So I'm pretty much committed to that range. However, I've still got some LXT products because they haven't brought them out in XGT yet. So I got the fridge, although I think they might be out now. It's just that I only bought the fridge a couple of months ago, and now they bought an XGT one out. The fridge is amazing, the LXT fridge. It uses some power, but you've got to watch it. No matter how hot it is, it will turn your drinks to slush puppies. It's amazing, amazing. Hole borer, absolutely love it. No petrol, no oil, no mess. Battery operated, 36 volt, in, out, done. And I got the blower vacuum, garden blower vacuum, because it's so quick to clean up rather than a normal power tool hoover. So there we go, that's my range. Have I got anything negative to say about XGT? Unfortunately I have, and I feel it's a trivial thing to bring up, but I'm going to bring it up nonetheless. They brought out this fabulous tool range, and we're still using these MacPack plastic cases with these little, you know, these little clamp things on them. They're terrible. They're terrible. So I've got, you know, quite a big range of pack out. So because some of the tools don't come with toolboxes, like like this beast will come in a bag, and there's no way I'm keeping that in a bag. I want it in a box. I know I put that down to, perhaps they don't sell enough for that particular machine to make such a big box for it, because it's quite a big production, I suppose. So that'll go in my pack out. Reciprocating saw I'm not so fussy about, because I only use that for demolition and the rough shaping of my stud for curves before I sand it and plane it. So other than that, if you're in my line of work in the United Kingdom, you can't go wrong with XGT. And this isn't my opinion, this is experience, this is proven, this is fact, this is fact. You can say, oh, you must have been unlucky. I don't think I was unlucky, because you've seen the amount of batteries I got. The tools have just been thrown. I don't send them back. If it don't work for me, then it's not going to work for me. It's gone. Thanks for watching. Next up, I'm going to cover hand tools. I'm going to cover rigs. I'm going to cover tool systems. The rigs will probably be in the winter, because I'm waiting on a lot of stuff from America, and I want to go through every rig I use. I use a different rig for different jobs, you know. So there we go. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helps you make some choices on what power tools you're going to use if you work in the rain.